All right, Michael, we got you at setup here. Setup's pretty good. Notice where your hands are just in front of your back shoulder. We talked a lot about that. You see your hands are leaking a little bit behind your back shoulder. I'd like to see your hands a little bit further forward when you start, okay? And I'll show you why here in a second. So when you get set, your hand's literally right in front of your back shoulder, okay? We get to number 2 and start to see it load. Now notice how when you loaded how your hands went totally out of the screen. You're over here somewhere. Is that a lot? That his hands are where? Just barely behind his back shoulder. Not a lot of movement at all right there. Okay? Then we get to 4. Now, he's got a high leg kick. I don't really care about that. Both feet are in the air. But again, look at where his hands are. They're right around his back shoulder. Your hands are really trailing behind, and so it's really going to be tough for you to control this barrel and your front shoulder on the next movement. So when we go to position 5, all right, now let's back you up just a touch so we can kind of get you at bat lag. All right, now we're at bat lag here. Now notice what happens in our next movement when we start to synchronize you guys. Boom, boom. Now, see where, look at where his chest is in relationship to the ball. You can see the ball right here, and where's his chest? Now you can see your ball there, and where's your chest at? Out here somewhere, right? And you see the ball is right there in front of us. So when we jump to the next frame at contact, you're really going to see the difference of the fact of, again, chest and head down at contact, and now you're out here somewhere. Okay, and in an ideal world, your chest would be right down your barrel. Instead, you're out here. Now, heel over front toe, all that stuff on the backside is good. And then we can see frame 6 or 7 and 8 on the finish. Okay, all that wasn't bad, but my problem is getting back here, starting with a really, really big load. You can see how far your left hand actually went out of the picture. And I'll pull you back over, you can see how far your hands are behind your back shoulder in relationship to him on the right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We have to be able to get our hands, when we load, right here. Okay, now the other thing of it is I want to point out is look where his knees are in relationship to his toe. See how your back knee is right over your back foot? Okay? That's too far back. We took too much weight back. We should have our hips and shoulders should be inside our feet, not outside our feet, which is going to make you really jump with your head. Because if I draw a circle over your head, I'm going to see it come forward. Now his head's going to move a little bit, but I got a feeling it's not going to move as much as yours. See the big difference in your head? Now here's the question. If your head moves that much, when the ball's coming at you, what is it going to look like it's actually doing? It's going to look like it's coming a lot harder because your head's moving a lot further to the ball, right? So it's going to make him look like he's throwing harder. So we got to cut out that big load so we can keep our head over our belly button so our head doesn't move as much when we swing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Very good.